We're in front of this abortion mill here on 16th Street, and the pill kills. What's the effort?
We're out here educating women across the country, especially here in Washington, D.C., about how the birth control pill can actually kill women. Last year we educated women about how the birth control pill can cause early chemical abortions by thinning the lining of the uterus. And this year we're educating women on how it actually can kill them. And you know, we look over the years, the trend, the risks of blood clots, breast cancer, pulmonary embolisms, all these causes of death have increased because of the pill. And we need our nation to wake up and look more into this. Women are dying and earlier, and we need to bring more awareness to this. We, from what I've heard, we've had 4 saves this morning, praise God.
All right. Yeah.
And we have people in at least 21 states protesting the pill today, including those in Honduras, Italy, and Australia. So the word is getting out about how deadly the birth control pill is.
Well, the birth control pill is not a new product. It's been out there for a long time. Why aren't there studies? Why don't they try to figure out, I mean, the FDA, where is the FDA on this? That's what I want to know. We know that it causes problems. Where's the FDA?
Right. I mean, well, you look at the millions upon millions of dollars going into these programs that fund things such as family planning, and look at the money that's involved in this. There are studies, Peter, out there that show the dangerous risks of the pill. There are studies out there, and we have information on our website, thepillkills.com, and we had a press conference just a few days ago where doctors came in and spoke about the dangerous risks, and the information is out there. It really is. Why aren't more doctors educating their patients? That's a great question. I'd like to know too.
When I first brought this up to my wife years ago, and I saw it on the web, and I really didn't believe it at first myself. I read the information, it was in the physician's desk reference. That's what got me, and I sat back and I said, wow, this isn't a pro-life site. This is the physician's desk reference. And I called my wife and I said, read this. She read it, she sat back, and she said, you're never going to be able to convince women of this, that it causes abortions. And I was floored, she was floored, and I said, well, yeah, I know it's going to be difficult, but it doesn't mean that it's not true, and it doesn't mean that we shouldn't try. And shouldn't women know that one of the processes of this pill is that it's an abortifacient? It'll actually kill their children?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you look on the pill packet, the form of the pill packet, you know, it says that it can prevent implantation. Well, what's implantation? That is where, you know, the baby is attaching to the mother's uterus. That's one of the effects of the pill, is that it thins that lining so that new human person cannot attach and dies. That is a chemical abortion. That is an abortifacient. The birth control pill, the IUD, patch, Plan B, these are all abortifacients.
Well, for you folks watching this, husbands, boyfriends of your wives and girlfriends, and for you women out there who are watching this, you really ought to think twice about this and read up on it. Don't take my word for it. Go to any search engine and type in birth control pill and abortions or birth control pill and death, and you'll get plenty of responses on that. And I really push the fact that there's 2 parts to the equation. One is information, but then now something's got to happen. People have to follow up on it. Let's say people see this and they say, wow, I want to participate. What can I do? How do they get involved?
Well, start educating, get the information, start informing, people in your community about this. And, one of the largest abortion chains, one of the largest promoters of birth control pill is Planned Parenthood. They are also the largest abortion chain in our country. They are getting $300 million plus millions of dollars from our own taxpayer dollars. They are out there pushing contraception onto our young women, taking the lives of their babies through abortion. We need to defund Planned Parenthood and take away taxpayer money out of these family planning programs. So we need to be educating our congressmen, having activism outside of these facilities, not just here on June 6th, but any day that you can, on a regular basis, whether it's outside of pharmacies or Planned Parenthood clinics, abortion facilities, wherever they distribute the pill, get the word out. Raise more awareness. I was talking to some young women who walked by who have been in the United States for a year now. I didn't catch where they were from, but they were from out of the country, and they were appalled that abortion was legal here, and or decriminalized, I should say. Yep. And they took information about the birth control pill. They didn't know about it. So, there are plenty of people, especially the ones that are driving by, they're seeing the signs, and there's bringing more awareness. There's a problem. There's something going on here. Planned Parenthood and all these abortion facilities, there's something going on here. Murder, Holocaust is going on right here, and we need to do everything we can to help save the lives of the babies and the mothers.
Absolutely, and you know, getting involved is a big part of this, but think about the other half of this equation. Well, we did one half, we did the other half. Now think of one more thing. Your daughters, your granddaughters are going to school and they're being given these pills without permission from the parents. And I know a lot of people try to push these parental permission laws, which I think is ridiculous, because then they can kill the baby, you know, either abortion or the birth control pills. But I mean, come on, we shouldn't be victims of the school systems. Why is Planned Parenthood able to get into our schools, give our daughters these pills, allow them to be subjected to possible death, possible killing of their children, and this whole process? Why is it? Doesn't it seem like it wouldn't be happening here in America, that could happen in our schools?
I mean, you would hope that would not be acceptable here in the United States, but unfortunately that is a reality that we face right now. Planned Parenthood is attempting to get into schools, kindergarten, pre-kindergarten through 12th grade through what's called sex education programs. And that is another part of the fight, is that we have to get these sex education programs out of the schools, because they're teaching these young children about birth control, about abortion, well, obviously about sex and all of that stuff. They're not going to show pictures of abortion. They're not going to even talk that much about abortion, but they're going to talk about all these other ways to get them desensitized, to get them into thinking that, you know, premarital sex and abortifacient, premarital sex and having contraception, all of this, getting them into this mentality of thinking about this way, having that accept, and coming to Planned Parenthood for the birth control, which will fail, which will cause abortions, which will kill women, and then also perform medical and surgical abortions as well. They're not really out there to help women. They aren't.
I don't think so either. How do people find out about your websites?
They can go to thepillkills.com. You can go to all.org. It's a project part of American Life League.
Well, thank you, Marie. Appreciate it. And for you folks out there watching, get involved. This is not an armchair warrior thing. We have to get involved. We are the peaceful ones. They might try to paint us as the evil ones, but we're the ones who are doing the millions of hours of prayers and the millions of people out there. We're the ones who are peaceful. You may see the occasional thing where a person loses it. That's not the pro-life movement as a whole. We're the ones who are standing out here trying to help the women and help the children. Isn't that right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Marie.
Thank you.